Hello, in this video I'm going to show the camera tricks on Google Pixel 10 Pro. Alright, so let's open up the camera and in this video I'll show you, in my opinion, the most interesting things that we have and the features that we have on our Pixel 10 and also a few things that can help us to get better photos. Alright, so when we are in the normal photo mode, we can change the megapixels, I mean the resolution, from 12 into the 50. Thanks to that, the quality of our photo will be the best, so I highly recommend using the 50 megapixels mode. Also remember that when the 50 megapixel mode is enabled, some of the things might not work. For example, in the general, we won't be able to use the top shot or the motion photo. Those modes only work when we have 12 megapixels mode enabled. And next thing is the top shot, how it works. You can click the information about it right in here. Now, in here you have a instruction how you can use this mode. Unfortunately, I don't have any actors or people that I can take photo of, so I won't be able to show you that, but you can see that when the top shot is set on auto, a yellow box will indicate a good expression and it will be perfect timing for taking a photo for us, and they will simply look in the best way. When it comes to the macro focus, it allows us to see many details when we move close to the object to take a close photo. In here again you can read how it works, how to open up the camera app, move your pixel close to an object or texture, watch the details come into focus. To enable it, you need to use the 12 megapixels, just like I was telling you before. You can enable it right in here. You can set it on the auto or on the on. And you can also see that icon on the top left corner, which means that the macro focus mode is on. Now simply move your camera close to the object and take a photo. And thanks to that, we should be able to see many details on the photo. In here it might not work that good because the place where I'm currently sitting is away from the sunlight and it's pretty dark in here. But you should use this mode, for example, in a surrounding with a good lighting, or simply outside with when there is sun. Alright, now I'll show you the Add Me mode. It's pretty cool. It allows us to add ourselves into the photo. In here you also have a quick instruction, so leave space for yourself to for ourselves. Then we need to take the first photo. Let's click on OK. First we need to scan the area before we take the photo. So let's say, unfortunately I don't have people that I can add, but I'll use the objects. So let's say on the default photo we'll use that flower and this logo right in here, and when we use the add me mode, we will try to add this second plant. So now I'll grab my phone. I need to wait a little and move camera to scan the area. You can see instruction right in here on the screen what to do. Okay, now I can take the photo. Okay. Now we need to hand off the pixel to another person and join the scene. Click on OK, and now we need to place the second object. And now we have this frame. And now we need to move camera in that way to align. When there will be those white frames, it means that we can take our photo. Okay, now it has been saved. So that was the original one. And that's the photo where we have pasted ourselves. Works pretty cool, in my opinion. And it doesn't even look like it's edited. Pretty cool thing. So if you want to play with this mode, now you know how. Let me organize the things a a little. Okay. Also, we have other modes such as night sight, which boosts the quality of the photo when we are taking it when it's dark outside. Also, pretty cool thing. The quality of the photos is simply better. We can see more details. The light is on a different level, but I'll leave it to you to find out how to use this mode. You also have the information button if you want to read. You can always click on how to use this mode. Alright, the next thing is the Google scanner. It's right in here. Let's point on that flower, for example, and let's click on that button. It's called the camera coach. Now we need to click on turn on. Oh, actually, it's... No. It's analyzing the photo. And he will give us some suggestions what we can do with it. What do we want in the photo? We have the floral disc scene, pink succulent close-up, keyboard and green succulent. For example, we can select it. And now we have a tutorial what we can do. Rotate to landscape orientation. Next thing, move closer to the keyboard and plants to make them the primary focus of the shot and reduce the influence of the background. Remove frame to remove the red item. To remove the distracting element and make the composition simpler. Ensure the keyboard is on the right. The composition emphasizes the keyboard as a key element in the scene. And then we need to take a photo. So that's the suggestions. That is the suggestion, thanks to this mode, what we can do with our photo to make it look better. Okay. Also, when we are in the photo mode, pretty easy thing, but some people forget about it. When we are taking a photo, it's always worth to tap in the middle to gain some focus. Also, we have the Pro mode. When we are in the photo and when we click right in here, we can change the exposure, white balance, focus, and the shutter speed, and also the ISO. In here, you can see current values, and in here on the middle we have the bar, which we can adjust into our own preferences to modify our photo before we take it. In here, for example, we have the shutter speed. We can adjust it. Same thing with the exposure. We can manually do it. If you don't know what are those things, I mean the autofocus, ISO, and the white balance, you can always click into the information button, which is next to each mode. So for example, the shutter speed does that it adjusting to a faster shutter speed lets you freeze motion, and a slower shutter speed captures motion blur and trails. In here we have a comparison without the shutter speed, and here when it's adjusted, so those cars that are on the road currently are blurred. So that's how we can edit our photo. I mean, we can edit before taking it, and we will get our result that we want. Okay, let's open up the normal settings also. Click right in here and in here. And in here, for example, we have the grid type, which can help us to position our phone before taking a photo. Thanks to it, we will make sure that, for example, that this flower will be in the middle. I'll show you that grid. It's that one, those lines. And thanks to that, we can position our camera in the proper way before taking a photo. Pretty cool thing. Next cool things are keep selfies as seen, because if this mode is enabled, which is pretty common, when we are taking a selfie and we are clicking on it to see how it looks, there is that mirror effect that we simply have normally the mirror effect on our selfies, but we can enable to keep selfies as they are seen. Of course, everything is up to you. Some people like that mirror effect. We also have the guided frame. For people with blindness or low vision, helps frame and automatically take photos. If you want, you can click on to see a tutorial, and it will show where to take a photo. In here, for example, we have the golden ratio, and that's the suggestion from the phone to start taking a photo. So we can keep it enabled. I have shown you the camera coach, enable it right in here. Also, we have the Ultra HDR, Auto Best Take and the Rich Colors in Photos. I highly recommend enabling all three of them. For example, the Ultra HDR brightens the lightest parts of images and shows more vibrant colors than default HDR processing. We also have the Astrophotography mode. Make sure it's enabled, and this mode is used for people who like to make photos of the night sky, and thanks to this mode you'll have the best results. It's also recommended to use the tripod when you are taking that photo, or you just need to hold the phone pointed in the sky, but it will take like 4 minutes, because that's how long is it going to take when you're using the Astrophotography mode, but the results are really cool. I'll show you how to enable it, because it's a little bit hidden. To enable the Astrophotography, first we need to select the night side. Now we need to click on the settings button right in here, enable the Astrophotography right in here, set it on the auto, and then we need to click on that icon and move this bar into the Astro. And now we have the timer up to 4 minutes, and that's how long we have to point our camera at the sky before taking a photo. So that's why you should use a tripod, because you know, holding your hand steady for 4 minutes and you need to point at the sky might be really tiring, and there's a huge chance that you will move your hand and the photo will be bad and all will be for nothing. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.